everyone, welcome back to the amazing digital dating simulator. Today I'm going to be continuing part 3 of the zooble route. So let's get into it. Alright, yup, since I was little, they always put me in extracurricular lessons and found camps for me to go to in the summer. Zooble nods. Another drink? Yeah, another Cosmo, please. Zooble mixes one up for me in record time and I down it again. Honestly, it got kind of exhausting. I was always either studying for school or taking lessons with tutors. It felt like they didn't even want me home sometimes. Zooble nods sympathetically. My mom was always saying I was meant for great things, and I just had to keep trying out different things until I found out what that was. Sounds stressful. I nod. You don't know the half of it. Another drink. I nod again. Keep the cosmos coming. Zooble mixes me another one and hands it to me. I guess all those lessons paid off, though. I got really good at piano. Piano? Zooble looks surprised at my confession. Yep, classically trained. What's wrong with piano? Nothing, but my parents wouldn't let up once they found out about it. Every day after school was lessons, meeting with tutors, practicing competitions. Whoops, I read that wrong. Then it was recitals. Okay. I actually enjoyed playing the piano, but they made it my whole life. Zooble shakes their head. That sounds unbearable. Sounds like your passion was turned into a chore. Exactly. You're the only one I've told about it. 3 cosmopolitans into the night and my vision is swimming. Well, I'm glad you're comfortable enough to tell me. I hiccup. You're so cool, Zooble. I wish I was cool like you. I always feel so silly around you. What are you saying, Devin? They won't quite meet my gaze. I don't know. I just always get all nervous and my mouth gets all dry. And I can't think of cool things to say when I'm near you. This is just embarrassing. I pause a moment. Is that weird? The blush on their face is apparent. Even in my drunken stupor. I don't know what that says. I guess not. Anyway, Devin, why are you acting so weird? Weird? I'm not weird. I can already feel the embarrassment. Why do I feel the embarrassment too? Though I am a bit hurt by being called weird. I'm just drunk. Devin, there's no alcohol in the drinks I've been serving you. Okay. Well, that hit me like a brick wall. That actually hit me like a brick wall. Dang. And the music all of a sudden stopped too. What? Kane is a weirdo, but even he knows you shouldn't have alcohol on school grounds. This is like a rec room with a bar aesthetic. It's not a real bar. Now it's my turn to be embarrassed as my sobriety comes rushing back to me. Ugh. What was I even saying? Telling Zooble that made me feel, well, the way they make me feel. Zooble, I'm so sorry. I look down at my wacky watch. Would you look at the time? Oh my god, I forgot to do my homework. Wait. but their plea falls on deaf ears. Why did the music all of a sudden stop as well? I'm halfway up the stairs, but by the time I hear them and on a route directly back to my room. When I get to my room, I notice I have a few unread messages from zooble. Oh, there goes the music. So, hey, I didn't mean to call you weird. I was just, nervous. I thought you knew the drinks I was serving you didn't have alcohol in them. But I'm sorry for not telling you. I don't think you're weird. I'm sorry. Oh, thank God. I wait a bit, thinking out my response. I'm sorry, Zooble. I'm so embarrassed. You can forget what I was saying. I think I was just feeling sort of confused and weird. There's a moment before they respond. I didn't hate the things you were saying. Just, my heart starts beating in double time. Oh, good. There's a pause. Anyways, you are right. It's getting late. It is getting late. I'm going to get some shut-eye. You still want to walk to school together tomorrow? Do you still want to walk to school together tomorrow? Yes. I read it right. Maybe you could tell me more about your piano playing. I can't contain my excitement, but thankfully I'm hidden from view so nobody can see me kicking my feet in the air like a lovesick schoolgirl. Yeah, I like that. I roll over and fall into a fitful sleep, too excited about what tomorrow might hold to get any real rest. Alright, day 2 complete. Wow. That embarrassment hit me like a brick wall. See, that always happens to me. Like, whenever something embarrassing happens in, movies, TV shows, or video games, I always feel that embarrassment too. I don't know why. Comment down below if that's ever happened to you. Is that just me, or is it just me, or does it happen to you guys as well? Because I always get that feeling, like every single time when something embarrassing happens in movies, TV shows, video games, anything, I always feel that embarrassment. Anyway, let's continue. My alarm blares as I wake up. I get out of bed and pull on my uniform and brush my teeth and check my wacky watch. Should be able to make it out of the room in time to join Zooble and Gangle on their morning walk. As I finish up brushing my teeth, I hear a knock at my door. Hey, Devin. You ready? Coming. I call out, finishing up, grabbing my backpack and opening the door. Zooble is leaning against the door frame. Well, good to see you. Well, good to see at least. What? Well, good to see at least you're still here, huh? Okay. Huh? Zooble kicks off my door frame, starting to walk into the cool morning air. I follow after them. I went to Gangle's door first, but she wasn't answering. We almost always go to school together. That makes sense, honestly. They're putting on a cool facade, but I can see some worry in Zooble's gaze. So why not just wait up for her? I say, shipping as the late autumn cool sets in. If we wait any longer, we'll be late. and I really don't want to hear what Kane would have to say about that. Honestly, that doesn't surprise me. Zooble's always annoyed at Kane. I shrug, but nod as we walk to school. I guess that is his job as the principal, though. Zooble rolls their eyes. Yeah, but Kane is just annoyed about it. They heave a big sigh. He just finds you no matter where you are, and won't stop asking you why you aren't at school, or just teleports you there anyways. There's basically zero places to hide from him, though I found that cool speakeasy under the lounge while I was looking for a place. He couldn't find me. Wow, sounds like they really don't want to be here. But Kane made it a lot more trouble than it was worse. So I show up to class just to get him off my back. It's the only way to get him to leave me alone during the free time he lets us have. Well, that's probably not the best attitude to take towards your education, but now doesn't seem like a good time to bring that sort of thing. Still, I can't help but think that Zooble was the kind of person my parents warned me about. Whoops. I'm hoping they were right. I ignore any red flags as I break into a light jog to keep up with Zooble on the way in. So that's pretty much my story. They turned to me. How about you, Devin? Weren't you telling me about your piano playing yesterday? Yeah, before I confessed to having a crush on Zooble. Hopefully they forgot about that last part, though. That's okay. I maybe said too much yesterday. I say, turning away to hide my blushing face. Zooble shrugs. You don't have anything to worry about, but I won't make you talk about anything you aren't comfortable. Suddenly, we hear a faint, high-pitched wailing. In the distance, I spy a familiar figure. Is that Gangle? Zooble turns to me, the same thought in their eyes as they race forward. Gangle, what's going on? Let me guess, she's getting bullied by Jax. I sprint to match Zooble's pace. Yup, it's Jax. Who else would it be? The scene that greets us is Gangle in her tragedy mask. Jax stands in front of her wearing a sadistic smirk as he dangles her comedy mask just out of reach. Okay. Who else would I expect do this to Gangle? Obviously, it's gonna be Jax. Even though Jax is one of my most favorite characters in the entire circus. But it also doesn't surprise me that he's doing something like this. Jax, give it back. She wails. Come on, Gangle. I just caught your mask before you broke it. Don't I get a thanks? You don't get nothing. Leans forward, his venomous smirk whining on his smug face. Jax, please just give it back. She leaps into the air and the tips of her ribbons brushing against the comedy mask before Jax holding it even higher. He chuckles as she stumbles. Wow, you almost got it that time. Zooble walks right up to Jax, arms folded. Jax, give it back. Jax turns, giving them an annoyed glance. Why should I? Stop being an a-hole. Jax scowls at Zooble. Me and Gangle are just playing a game, Zooble. Go inside and stop ruining the fun. Gingle doesn't look like she's having fun. Gingle nods her assistant to Zooble's observation. Jax rolls his eyes. You want the mask back, Gangle? Gangle nods sadly. Whoops. Jax extends the mask to her Jax extends the mask to her, but just as she reaches for it, he whips his arm around and hurls it into the air like a frisbee. Whoops, hand slip. He said in a bored monotone. Jax! They shout furious. Look at the time, I gotta get to class. Don't want to be late. He looks at Zooble. Don't want Kane on my case about not showing up. You know how that is. He grins sardonically, I think that's what that says, at Zooble before he walks inside, leaving the three of us at the entrance. Ingo chokes out a sob. He's such a... Sorry, Zooble. Gangle interrupts them. I just wanted to be early to school today so I could work on art for the culture festival. But I ran into Jax and I almost tripped and then he took my comedy mask and she blubbers, beginning to lose control of herself. Zooble puts a comforting claw on her shoulder. None of what happened is your fault, Gangle. I'll go find your comedy mask. Go to class so you don't get marked late. Gangle pauses a moment, hesitant to accept Zooble's generosity. Before relenting with a grateful nod, pulling herself together just enough to head to class. Zooble turns to me. You should get to class too, Devin. We're both almost late as is. Okay, no way I'm letting you live. Catch you later. I think we're gonna go with the top one. For a moment, a look of surprise pieces Zooble's usual escape. But it's not for the shortest of expressions. I'm pretty sure if I blinked at the wrong time, I wouldn't have even been able to prove the expression changed at all. To yourself, Kane isn't going to go easy on you though. I nod, playing things cool as we walk in the general direction that Jax tossed Gangle's mask. I scan my surroundings, seeing if the mask is lying on the ground or perhaps caught in the branches of a tree. Her masks are pretty fragile. I just hope it's still in one piece. Me too. Zooble's expression contorts in anger, clenching their claw hands. I would wring Jax's neck for the way he treats Gangle. That also does not surprise me in the slightest. Well, at least you stand up to him. I mean, someone has to. They try to brush me off, but I don't relent. No, seriously. I mean, it's really cool of you to stand up for Gangle like that. She's lucky to have a friend like you. Zooble blushes a bit. You think so? Totally. Anybody who has a friend like you to stand up for them is really lucky. I give them a smile. Zooble blushes intensifies as they turn away. Well, it's just that I just stand up to him because nobody else will. Which is what makes it so impressive, Zooble. Evan, I'm really not all that. Before they can continue, I notice the light glinting off something in the distance. Hey, wait, is that? Turns. Whoops, it's off the camera. Zooble turns, relieved at the momentary distraction. Gangel's comedy mask. As we near the area where the light is glinting off the mask, we see where it landed. In a pool. Wait, why is there a pool if it's fall? If it's fall in the game, why is there a pool if it's fall in the game? I don't know. The mask is floating in the school swimming pool, which just so happened to be locked this morning and is surrounded by a wire fence. The school has an outdoor pool. Zooble shrugs. Yeah, it's for swim team practice in the summer. I didn't even know we had a swim team. Zooble has already begun to scale the fence, making their way to the other side before I can even start climbing. They bend over at the pool edge, her eyes following Gangel's comedy mask as it floats lazily across the surface of the pool. Ugh, too far out to reach. As I make my over the fence. What? As I make my over to the fence. As I make my way over the fence. Zooble looks around for something to catch the mask with. There's got to be a net or something around. I bet we can find a net. Zooble nods, leading me to the pool shed. We spent a few minutes searching through the clutter before we find a pool net with a long handle. Bingo! I say, pulling it out from where it's lodged behind a few loose volleyballs and handing it to Zooble. Zooble makes their way to the edge of the pool, leaning over the water's edge. The edge of the net just barely bumps the corner of the mask, but no matter how Zooble tries to adjust the net, the mask refuses to be picked up. Come on. I have like 3 other arms in my room that would work better than this. Other arms? Zooble rolls her eyes. Yeah, it's kind of my thing. I could just take off parts of my body and swap them out with other parts like long arms or different legs. One of my faces actually looks a lot like Gangel's mask. Huh? That's pretty neat. So you can just customize your body and to do whatever you need it to. Oh yeah, she can like take off parts of her body and switch it out. Zooble shrugs. Yeah, something like that. Zooble leans forward, their balance even more precarious. Zooble, careful! I say a moment too late. Zooble begins to topple forward. No, I'm so close! I'm just fast enough to grab Zooble around the waist, pulling them away from the fridge water of the pool before they tumble in. But I lose my balance as I pull them back, ending up with Zooble on top of me as I fall backwards. Oh. Okay. Not what I was expecting to happen. Let's continue. Devin, you okay? As I open my eyes, I see Zooble on top of me. Yeah. Did we get the mask? I ask, my brain a little foggy from the fall. Zooble shakes their head. Sorry, no, and I have bad news. What? I may have dropped the net into the pool. Dang it. I chuckle. What now? Well, that was something I was not expecting to happen. Before we can continue talking, Principal Kane's cartoonish form pops into existence, hovering just above us. Zooble, Devin! I saw you two marked absent for class, and I was coming to check up on you two. Going for a morning swim, eh? Zooble and I look at one another, realizing only just now how competing our positions must look. Okay. If Kane noticed, he doesn't mention it. I'm glad you two are enjoying one another's company, but you really should be in class. Now is no time for swimming, and the pool is off limits anyways. Who blushes and brushes themselves off as they stand up, removing themselves from the embarrassing embrace we found ourselves in. We were just going to class. Kane leans in close. Maybe he did notice the position we were in. He says, his voice lifting in the way that makes it clear he doesn't believe that what Zooble is saying. We were just getting Gangle's commie mask. Jack threw it in the pool. Okay. Kane follows where Zooble is pointing, his eyes lighting up as he notices the floating mask. Oh, why didn't you say so? Let me help. He claps his hands, and the mask leaps from the pool and floats into his hand. Off to class with you two. That culture fair won't prepare itself. Zooble rolls her eyes with a groan. Let's go, Devin. I nod. Kane offers me Gangle's mask, and I take it with a grateful nod as Zooble and I head to class. Alright. By the time we make our way back into the school building, the lunch bell is ringing. Guess we missed first period. My parents would be so ashamed of me if they could see me right now. Zooble, however, seems unbothered, giving a bored shrug at the news. Oh well. As we walk back to homeroom, we see Gangle heading out. After this, Gangle's commie mask, handing it over to her. Hey Gangle, here you go. Sorry about Jax this morning. He looks up at me with a genuine, gentle smile, her ribbons pressed together in a gesture of gratitude. Wow, thank you guys. I'm only doing impressions for some of the characters, not all of them. She takes the mask, affixing it to her face before giving us a big smile. Was it too hard to find? Zooble and I exchange a glance. Zooble lets out an awkward chuckle. Just be careful with it, okay? Gangle's already turning to walk to the art room. Now that everything's fixed, let's start working on art for the Culture Festival. Well, I'm glad she bounced back so quickly. Zooble and I follow her. We're just getting set up to start working on our art as Ragatha pokes her head into the class. Hey guys. She gives us a friendly wave and a smile before turning to Zooble. Zooble, can I talk to you? She asks, nervous as the perseverance. Emotion of her own request. Zooble shrugs. Not naturally. Okay. What's up? Zooble gets up from where they and Ragatha are standing. I can still hear everything. So Kane dropped a lot of things on my plate at the last minute. Apparently, he wants a live music performance at the culture fair. Zooble rolls her eyes, sighing. Of course he does. He told him. Of course he does. You told him we were busy with working on art, right? Well, I tried, but you know how Kane is. Kane can be sometimes. She gives Zooble a hopeful look, but Zooble still seems pretty annoyed. Okay, good luck with that, I guess. Zooble turns to walk away, but Ragatha wasn't finished. I was hoping you could help me, maybe. Zooble turns, giving Ragatha an irritated look. You could, you know. She makes a gesture with her hands. Absolutely not. Irritation begins to blossom into genuine contempt as Ragatha insists on a compromise. Come on, Zooble, please. Well, I have had enough of pretending I can't hear this conversation. Hey, Zooble, what's Ragatha talking about? Zooble's eyes narrow for a moment, glaring at Ragatha before turning to me. Well, she wants me to... They pause a moment, heaving an annoyed sigh. She wants me to play the drums for the school festival. You play drums? Before Zooble can respond, Ragatha interjects. Yes, Zooble's really good. Ragatha offers a sweet smile. And I'm not playing them. Zooble turns to Ragatha. Besides, Ragatha can take care of it herself. She plays violin or something like that. Cello, actually. Ragatha says, kicking on around and clearly a bit disappointed. Well, we can work on something here, you know. I play the piano and Gangle. I turned to Gangle, who was watching us, a single eyebrow cocked. Gangle plays something too, right? No, Gangle doesn't play anything. Gangle says, withdrawing into herself. I shrug. Well, we can still do something like piano, drums, and cello, right? Cello. Ragatha nods with unrestrained enthusiasm, turning to face Zooble. We could totally do something with that. Great idea, Devin. Alright, how long have I been recording? I've been recording for 30 minutes, alright. Zooble still seems a bit skeptical. But Gangle, you know, it isn't fair for us to just abandon her to take care of art alone, right? Well, I can always do art at practice. She offers a timid smile to Ragatha. I'll just bring my supplies. Zooble's eyes go wide, realizing they are now at risk of being pulled into the live music. Surely we can't. Thank you for understanding, Gangle. This is going to be so much fun. Ragatha talks Zooble over, swooning into the thought of performing live music as a trio. Ragatha wastes no time talking Zooble and I by our wrists, taking Zooble and I by our wrists as she heads into the room decorated with various clefs and notes styled like sheet music. Gangle follows with a timid smile and lugging a cart of art supplies. When Ragatha opens the door, I could see a piano set up against the wall. In the corner, a sparkly red drum sets it. Zooble's eyes widen a moment. I'm honestly surprised we have a drum set in the first place. Ragatha nods excited before whispering to me. Yeah, I had to ask King for that. I make my way, running my fingers across the keys. It has been a while since I played. And the music stopped again. Zooble sits down at the drum set, hesitant. Gangle finds an empty desk sitting setting her papers down and starting her art. Why can I not read? I press a few keys and practice a few chords, and Zooble roused the cymbals on her kit with a drumstick. So are we thinking of doing an original song? I know I've been thinking of Zooble lifts their drumstick up, striking their cymbal so hard that Ragatha leaps in surprise. Oh, good to see you're interested. Interested now, Zooble. So I was thinking of Zooble launch into a heavy. Not bad, actually. Zooble launches into a heavy drum beat, steadily pounding the bass drum as they strike the cymbal. Not bad, actually. Not bad, Zooble. Okay. Really good beat. Alright, I'm just sitting here enjoying the beat. Now let's continue. I was thinking of. She tries to shout over the drums but gives up. But to be honest, I really like the beat that Zooble was laying down. Me too, actually. I start trying to play a few chords to accompany it. Not bad. Ragatha gives a hesitant look before shrugging, pulling her bow across her cello to improve a melody to match the chorus I'm playing. We are all putting energy into the performance, but Ragatha melody doesn't match my chord progression very well. And sometimes Zooble launches into an improved solo. We finish and I turn to Gangle. So, how was that? As they trying to interject some confidence into my voice. Gangle offers an apologetic smile. That was, She pauses a moment and finds the word she was looking for with a wide smile. That was a really good warm-up. We all exchange a look. Ragatha looks a lot more optimistic than myself or Zooble. Hey, not a bad warm-up. That's pretty good. Maybe we can base something off of what we just did then. Before Zooble or I can provide our own feedback, Ragatha begins to play a classic style melody on her cello. I look at Zooble, who shrugs before picking up their drum. Whoops. Alright, well, looks like I gotta finish this video up quick. I look at Zooble, who shrugs before picking up their drumsticks and improvs a beat to match the tempo of Ragatha's playing. I'm not even paying attention to the cello, I'm more paying attention to the drums. I like the beat of the drums. I wait a bit, getting a feel for the melody and the beat. Zooble is playing before I can try to create a melody to bridge the two. But it's rough going. Especially because Zooble is playing their drums very loud with no regard for how they're drowning out the instruments. Ragatha has to shout to make her voice heard. Hey, Zooble, can you maybe play a little softer? Zooble gives Ragatha an annoyed glare. Can't you just play your cello louder? You're sort of drowning our instruments out. Zooble stops playing, throwing her hands up in okay. Why can I not read? I don't know. You're begging me to be here, and now it's a problem that I'm playing? I don't have to be here. I can go back to the art room and you can play cello with Devin or something. Ragatha sighs as she stops playing her cello. You know, that isn't what I meant, Zooble. I just want us to... She gives a meaningful look. Work together, right, Devin? Zooble heaves an annoyed sigh of her own. I don't know what you want me to do. The drums are a loud instrument, Ragatha. It's just a bit, intense. How about Devin and me start and you join in? I have a bad feeling about this, but I go along with Ragatha's request, waiting for her melody again before matching it with a good chord progression. The song isn't the best thing I've ever heard, but it sounds like a classic style orchestral piece. Once I'm comfortable with the chord progression, I cast a look over at Zooble, who looks irritated and bored behind their kit. So, what do you think of this? Agatha offers, trying to be helpful but oblivious to Zooble's smearing behind the drums. Zooble shrugs. Sounds great. Seems like you got this. Can me and Gangle go back to the art room? Zooble stands up, walking to the door. Gangle pauses a moment. Come on, Gangle. Gangle makes their way over, avoiding eye contact. Wait, Zooble. Zooble slams the door behind themselves as I gotta stop dropping it. Zooble slams the door behind themselves as they and Gangle leave the room. Ragatha shakes her head. What do we do now, Devin? I'll talk to Zooble. I say, walking out the door, catching them as Zooble tries to hurry Gangle back to the art room. Well, that was lovely, wasn't it? Wait, Zooble. Zooble turns to face me. Devin, we have a lot of art to do. Besides, don't you need to work on your duet with Ragatha? I throw my hands up. Zooble, I don't want to do this without you. Zooble looks away with a huff, crossing their arms, but pauses. Gangle, can you take the rest of the art supplies back to the room? Gangle gives Zooble a nod, leaving to collect the rest of the supplies as Zooble approaches me. How long have I been recording? Almost an hour. Look, Devin, I know what you're trying to do, but I don't really care. But I really don't care. I only started playing because you and Ragatha were annoying me about the drums. But Zooble, I'm not upset. I'm used to this. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? I'm used to not fitting in, okay? Being too... Zooble struggles to find the words they're looking for, clearly frustrated. Too different. Too much. Just wrong. They clutch their arm, giving me a sigh. Zooble looks miserable right now. Look, I know I'm being a jerk right now. Just watching you and Ragatha, match each other's energy and just playing together perfectly. I just felt like I didn't have a place to fit in there. They look away. I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. I put a reach her hand on Zooble's shoulder. Hey, look, it's cool. I didn't mean to make you feel left out. I'm sorry. I could just tell Ragatha that she's gonna have to play her cello solo if you don't want to do this. Zooble gives me an uncertain glance, but you seem to really enjoy playing piano. Yeah, but I agreed to help you and Gangle first. I give them a smile. Ragatha is nice to talk to sometimes, but I really want to hang out with you. Zooble blushes, looking away. And I really like your drums. Thanks. I mean, whatever. They seem a little flustered. Anyways, it's getting kind of late after we put away the art supplies. Do you want to walk home with Gangle and me? I nod. Yeah, that sounds good. Zooble nods after a few minutes. The two finish up and head back together. Our conversations drift to the upcoming culture festival as the three of us walk back. I wonder what type of food Principal Kane will get for the festival. Do you know there will be food trucks? Do you think there will be food trucks? Whoops. Go back. Maybe there. I wonder if maybe there will be a ramen stand, the kind of cute paper lanterns and shades. They say eyes sparkling with excitement. Oh, just like in Uzumaki Ninja. I don't really watch anime, so Uzumaki Ninja. I think that's what that says. I don't watch anime. I know that these are probably just some made up or real animes. I don't know. Anime never really interests me. Like, I tried to get into it before, but I just never understood the point. It just never interested me. The strikes an action pose. I believe in it. Zooble and I look at her and can't help but laugh. It must be a reference to one of her anime. With a smile, Gangle walks ahead of us a bit. What do you think will be there, Zooble? Zooble shrugs. Dunno. Kane is weird. Hard to tell what he's going to want to do. I nod. Well, what if you could pick? Zooble looks at me, surprised. Well, what, like the food? They pause for a moment to think. I don't know. Maybe like kebabs. Gangle and I nod. Good pick. I nod. Yeah, respectable choice. Respectable choice. As the dorms finally come into view, Gangle darts ahead, leaving us behind. Oh, sorry guys. She calls back after herself. I need to catch the most recent episode of Refriend and their journey. She waits without turning around. Zooble and I make our way up the steps. Our rooms are next to each other, but Zooble still walks me to my room door. So this is me. Zooble looks away. Yeah, guess it is. There's an awkward pause. Zooble shuffles their feet a moment before looking up at me. So, yes, I exclaim before Zooble finishes. Their eyes widen in surprise a moment before they let out a chuckle. Are you going to wait for me to finish my question? Yeah, sorry. I say blushing. Devin, you wanna hang out in my room today? Oh, okay. Yes, I exclaim just as loud as the first time. Zooble rolls her eyes, laughing. Come on then, you dork. I follow Zooble into their room, into their dorm, excited to spend more time with them. I feel a lot more confident hanging out with Zooble. Today, I feel like we're developing a genuine bond. Oh, nice. Her room is really cool, actually. As we step in, I'm greeted by the buzz and glow of neon lights. Mirrors line the wall up by the bed. Zooble pops in their closet before tossing their bag inside. I noticed a box with some lettering on it, poking out of Zooble's closet. What's in the box? Zooble looks down, looking a little surprised before pulling the box out. Oh, these are my spare parts. Remember I told you about this when we were getting Gango's comedy mask out of the pool. Did I see? I say before I can stop myself. I mean, if you want to, or if you're okay with that. I offer apologetically. Zooble looks down, thinking a moment before blushing. Yeah, sure, if you want to. As Zooble finishes pulling the box out of the closet, I can see the lettering on the side spells out the word Zooble. Go crazy, I guess. I get on my knees and start digging in the box, sorting through a seemingly endless assortment of colorful, extreme. Okay. How long have I been recording? I've been recording for an hour. Zooble sits down, watching me. I reach in and pull out a plastic yellow arrow, holding it in place. That can go on my head, actually. They say, talking about the arrow from my hand. Without a word, Zooble pulls their little lightning bolt out of their head. They have fixed the arrow in its place. Like this. Ah. Wow. I'm struck, I don't know what that says, for a moment, and I ask, Can you do that with all of your body parts? Mostly. It takes a little tugging for some of my parts, though. Check out this piece. I see pulling out a piece shaped like a bat wing. This one is so cool. You think? They say, looking at me. Before plucking the wing off their back, putting the bat wing in its place. Ah. She has the bat wing, she has the arrow, she has some kind of, I don't know what that is, some kind of arm. As I keep looking, I found an oversized spotted green arm. This one is wild. Frog arm. Too big for me to use often. I put it back in the box and keep looking. I wonder if Zooble has tried on every piece in this box. Oh wow, a lot of striped ones in here. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with that. I guess Kane thinks I'd look cooler if I was a zebra or something. They snort. I laugh along with them. I find a large tentacle-shaped appendage. I don't know what that says. Any fun stories with this one? Zooble blushes. I don't know anything about that one. They turn away. Maybe Kane wanted to do an underwater adventure. I warned it out once, but Gango was sort of weird about it. I'm not sure what they mean about that, but I just shrug and put it back. Clearly this one isn't one that the Zooble likes much. I find a large four-pointed star like star-like shape and hold it up, puzzling over it. This looks way too big to be a head accessory. Oh yeah, that one's a chest piece. Chest piece? Yeah. I don't usually use these ones because the uniforms Kane gives us don't really fit well on them, but before I can protest, Zooble begins to unbutton their uniform. Okay, I can't help but blush. I knew Zooble and I were getting close, but this... Still, I peer behind my fingers. Zooble rolls their eyes. Underneath their uniform is a featureless spotted body and being shaped that they pull out of their uniform and replaced with the star. Okay, like this. They sigh. You can look, Devin. It's not like I'm showing you the goods or something. Okay. I also did not think it would go like this. I still can't help but blush. This is the furthest I've ever gotten with someone else. Zooble removes a chest piece and buttons their shirt up again. Wow, that is cool. It's really neat to have so many parts you can swap between. I wish I could just swap my arms for like a chainsaw man or something. That kind of reminds me of like some anime that I know on the internet. What's it called? I don't know if it's an anime, but it reminds me of something. I think it was called Chainsaw Man. It kind of reminded me of something called Chainsaw Man. I see making a whooshing noise as I make a chopping motion with my arm. Zooble rolls their eyes. Well, I'm glad you think it's cool. They say, surrounding a little annoyed as they swap back to their normal body and start pulling the star-shaped parts away. Oh, I pause. Did you say something? It's just they stop themselves. Never mind. It feels like all the energy went out of the room. Hey, Zooble. I turn to face them. I'm sorry. Zooble looks at me, flustered. What are you even sorry for? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? I don't know. I admit. But I feel like I said something wrong and I really didn't mean to upset you. Zooble blushes a bit. Can I tell you something? What is going on outside? I don't know. I nod. It's stupid. And I haven't told anyone this before. They pause. Except Kane, but he doesn't listen to me, so he doesn't count. But they hesitate before sighing, looking me in my eyes. I hate this body. What? I hate how silly I look and how it just comes apart and goes back together. They begin pointing to the parts of themselves. I hate this dumb, oversized eye and the weird bendy limbs and how... Ooh, I gotta hurry this up. And weird bendy limbs and how there's so many parts in the box, but your eyes cloud their voice so uncertain. None of it feels right. I'm in utter shock. Zooble, you remember how I told you I used to skip class? I nod. I just couldn't get myself out of my room. I would just stare in the mirror for hours, swapping parts out, hoping something would. They curl in on themselves, wrapping their arms around their knees. I really regret asking them to try on all their pieces. This is clearly something that really upsets them a lot. I'm sorry, Zooble, I had no idea. I will be back to continue this. Let me go grab something really quick. I'll be back. Alright, let me grab it and everything. Alright, let me plug this in. There we go. now it's charging. I went to go grab a charger so this thing wouldn't die. I glance at the box of Zooble's parts. A spare eye seems to stare back at me with accusation. I never felt so low. I can't believe I asked you to. Zooble shakes her head, putting a hand on my shoulder. Trust me, Devin, you didn't ask me to do anything I haven't done a dozen times, or anything I wasn't comfortable doing in front of you. Honestly, that was the first time someone told me they thought my parts were cool. I smile at them, helping them push the box back in the closet. Want to do something else? I nod. What did you have in mind? How about that henna tattoo? Didn't you say the inks took some advance notice to prepare? Zooble nods, producing the ink from a desk drawer. I did, but I prepared it ahead of time, in case you ever wanted to come over and hang out. They look me up and down. So where do you want the tattoo? I'll pause a moment. How about like the back of my shoulder? Zooble shrugs. Sounds good to me. Do you have any cool design you know how to do? Zooble nods, showing me an array of stencils they use for the henna dye. Any of these speak to you? Let's go with the dragon. Zooble goes over to a boombox on the floor after I pick a stencil, putting on some relaxing music as they get their supplies ready. I feel a little shy as I pull my top down so Zooble can get a good angle on my shoulder. Zooble sets the stencil against the back of my shoulder before dipping the brush in the ink and applying it. I let out an involuntary shiver. It's so cold. Come on, Devin. If you move, you're going to mess up the tattoo. Sorry. After I get used to the coldness of the paste, it actually feels kind of good. Zooble is completely focused on the tattoo as they work behind me. I'm grateful for the relaxing music that fills the silence, but try to come up with something to talk about with Zooble. Anyways, so you used to be a bartender and also used to be a tattoo artist. What kind of other jobs have you done? Well, I technically work at Spudsy's for a day. Oh, the Spudsy's episode. I remember that episode. But I don't really count that. They pause. I wanted to go back to school, but life had other plans. There's a moment of silence before I could think of other questions. Well, do you have any other hobbies? When did you pick up drums? I was a kid when I started playing drums. They stay going quiet for a moment as they focus on a specific part of the stencil before continuing. Aside from that, I guess I used to check out abandoned buildings, but mostly it was just drums. The more I learn about Zooble, the more I feel impressed by them. It's like every new thing I learn makes Zooble explosionally cooler. Okay. Even if they don't see themselves that way. We were really good at drums earlier. Did you play for a band? Yeah, we never really made it out of my parents' garage, but we did a lot of punk and hardcore style stuff. I see. I really liked it. If you can come back tomorrow, I bet we could get something really amazing for the festival on Friday. They pause again. When they reapply, it's a bitter quieter than before. Maybe, they say. So what about you? What did you do for fun then? I think a moment. Well, I do play piano a bit, and sometimes I watch anime. I trail off, but that's it. And there doesn't seem to be all that much to do on school grounds, so I guess I don't really do much with my free time these days. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Sometimes I get so bored I feel like I'm going to go crazy. I nod. Totally. If I didn't have you and Gangle to talk to, I feel like it would have gone crazy. Can I skip? No, I cannot. Okay. Honestly, I'm surprised you don't all hang out together more often. I feel so lonely when I'm alone in my room. But when I have someone else to hang out with, the school doesn't seem so bad. There's quite a moment as Zooble finishes up the tattoo. Alright, and done. You need to let it set for a bit. The longer you leave it alone, the darker it will come out, and the longer it'll last. You can just rinse it off when it's dark enough for you. I nod. I wish I could see it now. I bet it looks epic. Zooble rustles around their room for a moment before holding a mirror behind me, angling it so I can see the tattoo. Here, look. Whoa, that's amazing, Zooble. I'll be super careful so it doesn't smudge. I'm sorry to regret the henna tattoo is temporary. I'd love to have some of your art on me permanently. Wow, okay, getting straight to the point. Zooble looks away in the mirror. I can see them blushing behind me. Well, that's really nice of you to say. We both sit there, neither of us sure how to break the awkward silence that has settled between us when an unexpected third party does it for us. Kane. Well, that's lovely. Well, what is going on in here? He pops into existence just over my left shoulder. Zooble and I almost jump out of our skin. Gangle, what the? Swear, what are you doing in here? The real question is, what is a shirtless Devin doing in your room past curfew? He says, leaning towards Zooble as he pokes his cane in their face. You of all people know... Okay, let me turn down this music. There. You of all people know to adhere to a strict PG rating, so I can't let either of you two hormonal students go any further. Zooble and I exchange a look, blushing furiously. Kane, shut up. We weren't doing anything. Whoa, what was that? We weren't doing anything. Yeah, Kane, it's not like that. We were just... Zooble and I stumble over each other's words as we try to clarify that nothing dirty was happening. Good. Sorry, can't risk anything. The FCC will have my hat if I let this go any further. He adjusts the top hat he's wearing. And nobody takes my hat. Oh, I don't know what that says. Evan? He grins, snapping his fingers. I'm instantly transported to my own room. I check the mirror. Whatever Kane did, it thankfully didn't smudge the tattoo Zooble gave me. Once I'm sure I'm in one piece, I shoot Zooble a text on my wacky watch. Kane still there? There's a few minutes before Zooble responds. Finally got him out. Sorry about him. Not your fault. At least the tattoo looks cool AF. I'm glad to hear that. Try not to smudge it for the next few hours. Want to walk to school together tomorrow? Sorry, hang on, guys. Yes, see you tomorrow. See you then. This afternoon was a lot of fun. Spending time with Zooble was really exciting. As I drift off to sleep, I start to wonder if my feelings for Zooble are running deeper than I originally thought. Day 3 complete. Alright guys, that was part 3. I'm gonna leave the video here, so I'll see you guys all later. Bye.